I just felt like I knew something that other people didn't know. So I think it really comes down to what's the asymmetry of information? How much more do you know than everybody else about something? If you feel like you've got incredible insights, you're not following the crowd, you're ahead of the crowd, then yeah, go for it. Try it. If you feel like you're behind, don't. Don't follow your way into taking the singular risk that could ruin you.
But how do you spot something that other people don't see? It just seems like you have an eye and you say, this is going to be valuable. Like we were talking the other day and you gave me these great ideas of things that I never really thought about. You're like, oh yeah, 10x in 10 years would be a good return. And you could do like with these little things here. Like I was even looking at sealed PlayStation 1s, like the original PlayStation, and everything is on eBay. And just like all these weird things from my childhood, like how do you know what's going to be worth money and what's not?
Analogies, okay? They're always good to use. So when I was a kid, there were baseball cards that are now $50 million that were $15,000, okay? But I watched that go from 15,000 to 100 to a million to 10 million to 50 million. And you start seeing these things happen in other categories, emerging categories of collectability. And you go, oh, I can kind of connect the dots here. So what's the most valuable thing what's the most valuable magazine that's ever come out? What's the most valuable record album that's ever come out? And there are other indicators that I look for, like, are they being graded? Is there someone that's archiving grading? And then $1,000 because the late 90s where it was just such a huge rush. But actually, Ty does a great business even today. They just don't position it as much as a collectible as a toy. Today, they're more positioned towards toys, but some of those older Beanie Babies, there's still a community that actively buys and sells. And interestingly enough, maybe that is an opportunity to find what is the most valuable, what is the rarest, like Funko Pop, or any of these categories. You might find that the most valuable one is 30 grand. And if you find that, it's an interesting opportunity if you draw the analogy to other collectible items that have sold for $50 million.
Mm-hmm. I just think we were talking original Disney props, and I think anything Nightmare Before Christmas, Haunted Mansion, old Disney, I think is going to do incredibly well. It's hard to find. Movie props. I was looking at, I think it was Heritage Auctions, where they were doing a lot of the old movie props, and it's hard to find something like an original lightsaber. Something like this would be incredible.
It'd be amazing, and actually one just sold in the millions of dollars. There was these ruby red slippers, right, from The Wizard of Oz. Yeah. It was something we were talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. And I was covering that, because on my own Instagram, I'm just a big collector nerd, and I love it. But I was covering it, and I was like, this is $1.5 million with 3 days left. It was kind of